Hey, Queen. I'm Viera Miles, and this is the Holistic Sister Circle podcast, a show where we hear the stories of soulful women all over the world dedicated to sharing insight into why holistic health is the future and what women should do today to ensure they have the necessary tools and resources to bring out their inner royal roots, assess their body, and remedy any illness from the comfort of their home. Y'all, we are setting the royal record straight, okay? If you'd like to connect with us further, you can follow us at The Holistic Sister Circle on Instagram and join the Holistic Sister Circle Facebook group for live interviews, collaborative Q&A, and exclusive training on how to build your wellness dream team. Now, let's dive into this week's episode. See you on the other side. Welcome to another episode of The Holistic Sister Circle. Today we have T with us, and she has over 30 years of experience in holistic cutting-edge wellness. She's the pioneer natural healing before it was mainstream, specializing in light-based regenerative health and age reversal, specifically stem cell activation and mindset transformation. T empowers others to unlock their body's innate healing abilities to heal, thrive, and transform. T, I'm so grateful to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I am so excited and I am so blessed to be a part of the Holistic Sister Circle. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And T was asking me backstage, she was like, should we talk about what happened before? And I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me that? But as you bring it up, it's so funny how things work out. We actually did this episode last week, y'all, and it was amazing. And it didn't record. So here we are for the second time, and I'm grateful that we are not just taking that information, but also being able to just bring out some other truths and some inner light for you all as well. So T, would you just please bless us with your presence again and just share with us what is stem activation and how did you actually get into this work?
Well, so wellness has been my thing forever, as the thing says, 30 years. So like I've been doing it since I've been born, right?
I mean, you look great.
Thank you. So I literally just believe in things happen for a reason, and all my, for the last probably mostly the 30 years, like you said, I have always been focused on wellness and how can I help others. Like I started out with myself, but as soon as I started seeing positive results from the things that I was doing with myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep the secret to myself. And so that has just led me on a journey always to be pursuing what is out there that's better. I've always done food grade supplements, not pharmaceutical based supplements and organic food and things like that. I've always looked at nutrition from food, but I knew that there was more. And I also knew that the body was designed to heal itself. It's an incredible machine. It's a miracle. And, about a little more than a year ago, a friend of mine talked to me about phototherapy and this incredible miracle patch. It's changing people's lives every day, changing my life. You mentioned my hair earlier. So before last year, I had pitiful hair. And to those of us who have lived our whole entire life with pitiful hair, that is exciting when you start seeing changes, when you start seeing new hair growth, when your hair starts getting thicker and feeling alive and healthy and looking good, and you can actually do something with it and it grows. For years, I maybe went to get my hair trimmed like maybe once a year because it didn't grow. And now, like I could literally schedule an appointment every 6 weeks if I wanted to. People's eyebrows are coming back. Like my eyebrows, I accidentally set myself on fire a few years ago. It was a huge mess. Anyway, it singed all my eyelashes and all my eyebrows off. And so, mine are growing back and getting darker, coming in naturally. My hair's coming in darker. So, the people that had gray, it's growing in dark. I had a few, but we don't talk about those because they're gone now. But so I embraced this when my friend called, because I said, if it does all the things that you say, it's going to help me sleep better. It's going to help me have more energy. It's going to help me be happy and wake up feeling like I'm happy to start the day. Or it's going to help me have more collagen, all of these things. I want to try it. I want to see. And so then when I started, one of the first things I noticed besides my hair was not having to get up and go to the bathroom all night long. Like, how sometimes I'm a huge advocate of drinking water and being hydrated. And so I was going to the bathroom, 2 or 3 times a night, and then I would have a hard time going back to sleep. So that was one of the things that I started noticing, like, hey, I'm not getting up. Sometimes you forget. You just get so um, embraced and enjoying the new, you forget like that I was tromping to the bathroom all night long, or things like that. So now, if I do get up, I go to the bathroom, I go right back to sleep, instead of making lists about all the things I want to remember, or how your mind does sometimes. I don't do that. I go to sleep, right back to sleep. I wake up feeling really good. My mood is happy, like all of those things. So um, I started on a journey. I want other people to live well longer.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And I mean, all the things that you were saying were incredible. When you talked about this patch and all the things that it can do, like, what do you do with it? Where do you put it? How does it work? Tell us more.
So literally, it is about, I'm trying to work my camera. It's about a little bit bigger than the size of a quarter. And it's like putting on a sticker. In the morning, when you get up to start your routine, brush your teeth, those kind of things, you put it on. You can put it on the back of your neck. You can put it below your belly button. A lot of times I wear mine on my neck. Um, you can put it anywhere. If you have pain, we have a lot of people, like my daughter, she does jujitsu, and she like really overextended herself, and she had some pain in her shoulder. So she stuck the patch right on the pain, and she was like, Mom, I cannot believe this. Like within just a few minutes, the pain started easing and easing, and pretty soon it was gone, because it helps reduce your body's inflammation. So you wear it for 12 hours, you take it off at night when you go to bed, and you get up the next day and you put it back on. There's nothing that goes into your skin. This is the fun part. A lot of people, I mean, stem cells are like a $200 million business, and going, projected to be like 300 billion. It is, everybody wants to activate their dormant stem cells or have new healthy stem cells. You get that luxury with non-invasive, this sticker, with phototherapy. So it just causes elevation of a copper peptide called GHKCU in your body. Your body emits light. We can be noticed with goggles or whatever. That light is reflected back from the patch into your body. You elevate the copper peptide, and your body starts producing new healthy stem cells, and they go anywhere in the body, wherever the body determines it is necessary. You don't even have to have a dis-ease. You don't have to have an ailment to benefit, because by the time we are at age 30, we have a 60% reduction in healthy stem cells. I mean, it's crazy. I
Wow.
didn't know that.
Wow, that's incredible. So, what if you keep it on longer than 12 hours? Does anything happen?
No, we recommend, like, sometimes I've fallen asleep and I've worn mine 24 hours. No big deal. You just don't put another one on the night that morning when you realize it. You give your body rest. What happens is, the reason why we like to wear it during the day. First of all, a lot of people get more energy. They have more stamina. They get through the day without feeling like I need a nap at 1 o'clock. And so we tell people, if you have happened to wear it all night or whatever, just skip that day so your body can rest, and then start again the next morning after that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Now, this is awesome. I'm just thinking of people too that I know that have had excruciating pain. I know my dad, he had surgery on his shoulder and it still hasn't really healed quite right. And I remember recommending stem cells activation to him, like I would say like maybe a year and a half ago, and he was just like, I don't know. So I think it's really cool to see that, you know, it actually works in real time, especially for those who do have inflammation. Now, can you share with me too, like, are there any, you know, for those who may have heard of it or who have been on the fence about trying something like this, what would you say to someone like that?
I would say, what do you got to lose? Like literally, all you have to lose is not sleeping well, brain fog, inflammation, pain, wrinkles, crepey skin. I mean, you literally could lose your um, we have people who lose their ability need to have insulin injections, or their
Oh,
A1C comes down. We speaking to about your dad, rapid wound healing. I
mhm.
mean, like 3, 4, 5 times faster than normal. So you can lose all of those things that you don't like, that you don't want to keep. You can just decide, hey, I want to change. I want to live well. And just even if you already have, no ailments, which is great. We love to have people. We have children who have been diagnosed with autism or on the spectrum. Their moms are starting to use these patches to help them. We have testimonies all the time. Like my son was nonverbal. Now he has 10 to 15 words, and he is able to communicate with us. He's learning sign language too. He's able to interact with other children. I mean, we have moms who are like, their kids have not slept because of those labels, and now their kids are sleeping. The moms are getting more sleep. Their fight or flight stress is coming down. They're operating in a calm manner. There's just you just can't imagine the benefit to new healthy stem cells in the body.
That's amazing, especially because I know I literally was just talking to a friend of mine and she had sent me a video that she saw on Instagram. And she was like, I had no idea that ADHD and autism could also be related to food.
Oh yeah.
And she sent me this video and I was like, you know, absolutely. And she goes, well, can you help me with that? Like, can you actually help me create something for my children? And as I'm thinking about her and what you just said, I was like, oh, I think this might be really good for them as well, because all of her children are on the spectrum. And she also has ADHD herself. So I was like, oh, okay, this could be something that, again, it could benefit you no matter what, which I love. And it's not invasive or anything like that. So I definitely believe that at least give it a shot, give it a try and see how you like it, because there's so many just things that are out there. I think that people get confused as to like, okay, where do I start with all of this? And, you know, everything has its own way of doing the healing, but what's going to get me the best results and what are the side effects of this? So if you were to share this with someone who maybe they understand where you're coming from, they're like, hey, I want to give this a shot, but they're not necessarily knowing how to pair it with all the other things that they're doing in their life. Like, what would you say to that?
I would say it's kind of like a buffet. Like
Mhm.
for me, like just because I'm patching doesn't mean I still don't make healthy choices with my food. I still take, good food, good supplements, because there's some things that I still want, that my body is low on sometimes. And so I would say look at your health as a overall kind of like a buffet. When you go, I don't know if you know about Golden Corral, but back in the day, we had Golden Corral. It was this
Oh yeah.
huge buffet and they had everything. Like, I mean, I would fill up my plate so full of salad stuff, I couldn't eat anything else because they always had so many different things. Everybody, likes different things on their salad, but you generally don't just go and eat lettuce, when you go to a situation like that, or you don't just go to a huge buffet and just get mashed potatoes. You get well-rounded, and so the thing I like about the phototherapy is it's non-invasive, and you can do it with anything. Like, I'm a huge advocate. We talked about minerals and people getting enough salt, good salt. And I'm not, there's multiple brands. This just happens to be the one that I use. I probably do like a teaspoon of Celtic salt a day, and that helps my cells. Instead of, a person who's got a lot of ailments, their cells are all shriveled and not right. Even when you drink water, you're not benefiting from the hydration. You need the minerals in order to make your cells absorb the water and be plump and healthy. So I suggest that people do what's best for them, but definitely try phototherapy, because there's nothing going into it. Nothing is absorbed by the body. It's like the benefit of the sun. You know how the sun hits our skin and our bodies start generating or producing vitamin D. It's that same concept. And for people who are thinking about it and looking into the injections, this is so much easier, and it's affordable. Like, it's so affordable, because you can literally pay big money. And I'm not a needle person, so I'm not going to go get injected, but people do, and it not work. You don't get your money back. You know, you don't get any kind of thing. It's like we can't even guarantee you it's going to work. With us, we can't guarantee it's going to work, except for we have clinical studies. We have a patent that says what it does. And they don't just give out patents. You have to prove that it does what it says it'll do. And that's what I love about it, because you can even try it. We have a 30-day money back guarantee for those people, but I like the age reversal. Even if I wasn't seeing all the other benefits and having my body get healthier every day, just aging in reverse, the mental clarity, but aging in reverse. Like, I mean, would you like to be your age and your body never age 1 minute past where you are right now? I mean, you're probably 30 maybe, but would you like to be stuck there? Yeah,
Yeah, how did you know? What
I
came in
am
and
good.
went?
I'm good.
I love that. No, this is amazing. So I know you said it wasn't expensive. What is the price point for it?
So we have multiple programs for folk, and I like to help people get what works best for them. We have
Okay.
a wholesale retail program. We have multiple ways you can pay retail. I mean, even at retail, it's affordable. Like, I really try not to sell people retail. I can if you want to pay more, but I like to give everybody the opportunity to get the best deal for them. I think it's like 139 or something retail. So, I
Mhm.
mean, we have so many doctors that use the patches in their clinics. We have cardiologists, we have uh, neurologists, we have so many, and they are sharing the patches with their clients, and then they charge retail. So you can, you can. It's fine.
Yeah, I love that. No, this is good. So if there was someone that was obviously on their health journey, they were looking to whether they were looking to look younger or not, what would you say would be like the next step for them?
So I I wanted to say at the end, but we can touch on it real quick.
Mhm.
We are going to, I'm offering a promo for you on this show, that the first 25 people that text stem cell to me, they're going to be entered into a drawing for a free sleeve. I'm going to give away a whole $139 sleeve to some
Woo!
lucky person. Yes. So that would be the first thing. Otherwise, I know that we're going to put my contact information in here as well. And I say, reach out if you have questions, if you want to know more, if you want to schedule time with me, let's talk, because um, make up your mind, decide that you want to live well longer. You got the rest of your life, you want to feel great, you want to be happy, you want your brain to work, and I can help you.
I love that. I love that, T. There was one other thing that I was thinking of too. How is this with pregnant women? Like, does it matter if
It's fantastic. We
Okay.
have my friend Amanda's got a gal on her team. She used the patches the whole time, and this was her. She just had her baby. I saw her, Susan, on a call last night, and I think this was her fourth C-section, and she is somewhere in her mid 40s, I believe. She
Wow.
wanted to have her and her husband. They planned this. They've been trying for years, and thanks to the patches they were able to conceive, and she patched all the way through her pregnancy and after, and she said she healed so much faster and she bounced back so much faster than ever, even
Wow.
20 years ago when she had her first child. So actually the very first cells that are formed in conception are stem cells.
Mm.
Yeah. And to the point about bouncing back, we have so many athletes. We have like Serena Williams. We have Alan Webb. I don't know if you know who he is. He held the world record for running the fastest mile in like 2007. We
Mhm.
have so many athletes that love this because they get fitter, faster, stronger. You get the benefit of more muscles without having to do any extra work.
Wow, that's incredible. And you know what? Like, it just sounds like obviously it can work in so many different areas. Like yeah, I'm like, I will enter the drawing. What do we need to do? How do we get to the drawing?
Okay, so text stem cell,
Okay.
STEMCELL,
Okay.
to my number 573
I'm doing it
2,
right now. Hold on. 573
yeah, 220
220
1930.
1930. Stem cell.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I just text you everyone that's listening. So you're texting 573-220-1930 stem cell to that number. And then you can enter a drawing, right? So you're picking one person, and how many patches come in a sleeve?
So the sleeve looks like this, and you
Okay.
get 30 individual patches. So you get a month's supply in one sleeve.
Okay,
That's
wonderful.
a great
So,
question.
okay, perfect. Month supply, one sleeve, and then after the 30 days, what do we do?
So hopefully we're going to stay in contact because I want to hear your story. I want to hear what you notice. Um, I happen to know, your story about IBS, and
Yeah.
imagine feeling what you have felt and how where you've went your journey, and then starting to that just be a thing of the past, and you wake up every day, and then in 30, 60 days, you no longer have any of those issues.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I think, and you know what's really interesting about this too, that I think people should really be aware of, especially women, is like your body is changing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are in childbearing years, whether you're going through perimenopause, or whether you have some type of hormonal imbalance, like we all have different changes within our body. And I love that you talked or you mentioned this T2 is like, this is not supposed to, because I want to reiterate this. I don't want this to just be the only thing that you do. Like, I think
Right.
it's important that you still have and maintain a healthy diet, that you're still
Exercise.
moving your body, but this is just another, I would like to say, just another element on that to help with all of the things that you're already doing. And if you're not doing those things, I think it's important to incorporate everything together to have more of that, again, holistic lifestyle, right? And even for me with IBS, one of the things I wish I would have known back then when I was first diagnosed with it was how, for one, it's actually not, it's a symptom, right? It's a symptom of your body
Right.
telling you, hey, this is the issue that I'm having and you're not fixing it.
Right.
So I'm providing this symptom for you so you can go ahead and move forward. But one of the things I wish I would have known, one, that it was a symptom, and then two, how to listen to it. Because
Right.
if I knew those two things, as I was starting to try different things and trying to figure out what was going to work best for me, I would have had a better idea of like what worked and what didn't based on me listening. So I'm interested to see too, like after the 30 days, I mean, do you typically have, you know, Do you typically have results after 30 days, or does it take a little bit longer depending on what the issue is?
It really depends because
Yeah.
like some people are a one patch wonder. Maybe they have pain and they put the patch on and it is, gone. Migraines. My friend, she has had chronic migraines for decades, and we put the patch I said, here, just try it, put it on. And her pain started going away and she started wearing them every day and no more migraines. I mean, imagine, I have the kind of friends who were like calling into work for missed days, got to go to bed in a dark room, sick kind of migraines, gone. Imagine getting your life back. And
Yeah.
so some people, it's right away. Generally speaking, within the first 24 hours, 4,190 genes are being reset to a new healthy state. So things are starting in your body from day one. You're going to notice little things in the 30 days. Every day some things are going to change and get better. Some people, in 30 days, you're going to be like night and day difference, but in 6 months, you're going to be like, I don't even know that person anymore.
Right. Right. No, that's awesome. Well, T, this has been incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Like I said, this is something that we haven't talked about, so I'm super excited to see the feedback that we get from it as well. And again, if anyone wanted to connect with you further, what does that process look like?
They're welcome to text me, and they can just text info or whatever they want to text, and then we can connect. We can set up a time, or I'm happy to answer their questions. I also you can find me on Facebook. Facebook won't let me just be T. They insisted that I had to be something more, so I'm T.A. Dohrer, Dohrer on Facebook. But I'm happy to have everybody just text me, I have a question or stem cell and enter the drawing. Oh my gosh, this is a big deal. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. Well, thanks so much again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
Queen, thank you so much for tuning in. It truly warms our heart that you're taking the time out of your day to connect with us. If you'd like to connect with our guests further, you can find their information located in the description section of this episode. And if you found this episode helpful, share with another queen. And don't forget to connect with the Holistic Sister Circle on Instagram and Facebook. And until next week, stay blessed. Mwah.